I played Batman Arkham Origins.
Oh, Batman!
It is a prequel game to the Arkham series released in 2013 for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC and the Wii U.
That Wii U version is trash.
It was developed by Warner Brothers Games Montreal, who took this to help fill in the gap between Arkham City and Knight, both made by Rockstar. It was kind of interesting reading the Wikipedia page, so it might not all be true, but they literally said it's going to be like 4 years until Gotham Knight comes out, and we're already working on the Wii U version, so we might as well like try to put it on everything else just to bridge the gap. I don't know, it was weird. Very, very weird. The story.
Before you do that, I have to get one thing off my chest, and then I'll shut the fuck up forever. Way back to like 2019.
Whoa.
The formation basically of this show / our other podcast, Dime Comic Bros, gotta plug, kind of partially springs out of a quote of which I threw at Jacob many moons ago. I believe it was 2019. It might have been 2018. We were having some random Batman-related argument about something. We got into the video games. And I have hot takes about all of these games.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I like all of them, but I do have hot takes.
That's why I claimed it first.
Yeah, because you suck.
I knew you were going to do this.
I even replayed this last year, so I was getting ready. Fuck you. And I think that despite its technical limitations and some quality issues here and there, I think that Arkham Origins is a better game than Arkham City, and you can quote me. And he did. Back when we had Facebook, he went and put it on my Facebook. It was so fucking funny. And that was like the foundation of this weird dynamic we have going on now of us arguing about how tall Batman is or whatever. Continue.
The story goes something like this. On Christmas Eve, keeping that Christmas theme,
Oh yeah, Christmas!
Batman helps stop a jailbreak from Blackgate, orchestrated by Black Mask. Black Mask has placed a $50 million bounty on Batman's head, so a whole bunch of classic Batman villains are trying to kill him. As he's sneaking around, a couple other villains challenge the Bat with their creativity, like Riddler with all his hidden files, and Anarchy has 3 hidden bombs around Gotham City. You need to include that line quote because it's repeated so many times in the game. Oh my gosh! I've hidden 3 bombs. A certain Captain James Gordon keeps chasing the Batman like a jealous boyfriend. I like that this goes so far back into Batman's career. This game took heavy influences from Batman Year One. I was also impressed that there were some pretty heavy spoilers for this game that I still did not know about until I played it all the way through.
Seriously?
Dead serious.
This is the decade-old game.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'm good. There was one twist I was a little annoyed by. All I will say is that I wish Black Mask had been used better as a villain.
So does everyone, buddy.
All right.
That is a normal take you have.
But it makes sense when you look at the series as a whole. The visuals. Honestly, the visuals hold up pretty well. The main menu does not have the right to look so sharp. Easily one of the best main menu graphics I've seen in a video game. Cinematics look fantastic. I kind of wish they didn't go so hard on lens flares because the cinematics look so good without them. It's a little jarring when it switches back to being in-game, but considering what games looked like in 2013, it still looks good. My favorite detail is that characters leave a trail of footprints in the snow. It's somewhat common in games now, but I always get excited when that happens. Floating around Gotham looks great, especially when you do the intended dive to get a speed boost. A couple of little complaints. The cape doesn't look super if you test it. Running around flying, it's fine, but a couple in-engine scenes, it would like glitch the cape around kind of weird. and spinning around in a circle makes the cape look bad.
Dang, you broke the whole game. Cape no work.
You have to test the cape by spinning in circles in game. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
Sound design is great. Gliding through Gotham puts the wind in your ears. Fights have weight with every punch or kick. There's one move especially that brings a tear to my eye every time it happens. Batman swipes the legs out from under a bad guy so that the bad guy lands on his back, and then Batman grabs the guy's ankles and twists his legs at the knees.
No, I hate that one.
It's so gross.
That's a reused animation from the other games, and they keep it because it's so disgusting.
The crunching is so disgusting.
Blech.
This brings me to gameplay, where I say, ugh.
I think you're gay.
This is the tough part of my review. This is more Arkham gameplay at face value. One button to attack, one to block, one to stun, one to roll. It's easy. A strike counter that allows you to use special abilities through button combos. But fight scripting is ass. I cannot tell you how many times I'd be working on my fight, my strike combo, and a guy 3 yards away would wind up and it would tell me to block it, and I was like, oh, he's 9 feet away, I'm good, he's not gonna hit me, and he would teleport next to me and hit me and kill my combo. It happened every single fight. It was so annoying. Gliding is intentionally slow, which is allowable because it's an old game. It's not like Spider-Man on the PS4, where they said they had to intentionally cap you off on how fast you could go because the city needs to render. That makes sense. But it's not fun ziplining everywhere to try to go faster, because ziplining is faster than just gliding. Fast travel is basically locked until the end of the game. You unlock perks or weapons, I guess, or toys, bat toys, as the story progresses, and each fast travel tower is locked behind those story toys. So you have to pretty much beat the story before you can unlock fast travel. So that, with slow gliding, it's been pretty big news for a long time. The developers have said that they intentionally placed at least one building in the way that Batman can't fly over. He literally has to go around it, and it's like right in the middle of life and everything.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. I resent them for that. The grading system at the end of the fight, at the end of every fight, felt inconsistent. I would use, the batarangs and the zip line thing and smoke bombs. I would vary how I was fighting and still only get a B. And it'd be like, I got hit once and it was an extreme danger level. Like, it just felt weird. Enemy AI failed in some game-breaking ways, especially bosses. I'm pretty sure I had one boss stand still, and I just kicked the crap out of him until I got the cinematic. The final fight with Bane, you're in a room with hallways. It's kind of like if you drew a blocky 8, and he's pacing around these hallways, and you have to attack him, 4 times, 5 times, I think. And so I was about halfway there. I'd gotten him 3 times and ran away and slid into a tunnel and turned on the detective vision, and he was running into the wall at the end of the tunnel and just stayed there running infinitely. I had to reload my save.
Nice.
Things like that, where it's like, it broke the game pretty often. Usually in my favor, but not always. There were cool sequences where Batman uses detective vision to investigate crime scenes, and that's a super cool idea. I love bringing Batman back to being the world's best detective. That's almost always underused.
I can smell the cheese on his dick from 4 years ago. He must be at the zoo.
I thought you were going to make a French connection there, but... But after the necessary one investigation in the story, every other time that I saw was just dumb, quick gimmicks. It's like a guy gets thrown off a building, so you look at where he landed and go, huh, he got thrown off the building. You go to the top of the building, it says he got thrown off from here, but he was carrying something. So then you go halfway down and you find his briefcase, and it's like, well, I know who did it. It's like... dumb. Gimmicky. It was fun when it was done well, and you had a whole room to investigate.
There's a couple, the Black Mask's penthouse.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
And the Deadshot one was pretty cool.
I forgot about that one.
That's a side quest that takes place over like a third of the map, I swear.
Jeez.
It's a big one. It's a pain in the ass to get to work, right? But when it works, it's really cool.
After the third or fourth one, it's just annoying that it took so long to investigate the crime scene. When it was pretty clear what happened, they were so small in scale that it was just a time suck. It's just another guy to chase down and beat the crap out of.
Hey, it's the Bat!
So in closing, this game did not deserve the hate it got. I remember it getting trashed pretty hard, and it didn't deserve that. It's especially when allegedly the studios were like, hey, we got to throw the people a bone because the next game is going to take forever and a half. So let's just shit something out quick. Almost 10 years later, I can look at this the same way I do Uncharted Lost Legacy or Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's that weird middle ground of not quite a full game, but not quite a DLC either. I really just hate the parts that limit fun in this game, like the building placed in the way. If the game is a little shorter but fun, that's so much better than intentionally making me go out of my way so many times. The story's fun, it goes places I didn't expect. I especially like the level with the Mad Hatter where Batman is tripping balls. It didn't feel like a Riddler level knockoff from Arkham Asylum and I think Arkham City too, where the... Oh, no, it's not Riddler. Scarecrow levels. It didn't feel like, hey, those were fun, we should do it with Mad Hatter. It was like Mad Hatter had his own level, and it was fun.
All of these games, when they make you trip balls, are so much fun.
Yeah. And that would have been way too easy to do to make it like Scarecrow. I'm glad I finished this game for this review, but I definitely had no interest in 100%ing it. After finishing the story and spending several hours cleaning up extra stuff, I was only about a third of the way to completion. Woo. And I want to stress this. I spent a lot of time finding Riddler's shit, stealing Penguin's weapons caches, stopping Anarchy's 3 hidden bombs, unlocking fast travel towers, and who knows what else, all for extra XP so that I could unlock fun new Batman toys. And I was only a third of the way to completion. That brings me back to my last paragraph. It reminds me of my complaints about Arkham Knight. There's just so much padding that it brings everything down with it and makes the overall experience less fun.
What's your favorite boss and least favorite boss?
Oh.
With no details.
Deathstrike, Deadshot, whatever his freaking name is. The Arrow villain is my least favorite by far.
Yeah, that one was
I hate
trash.
that guy.
It's all quick time event, but like the worst quick time event I've ever played. Favorite? I think I know which one you're going to say because I think everyone else has the same favorite, but I want you to tell me. Tell me.
The one with the scary, sexy snake lady was okay.
That works.
Why? What's another good one?
Oh, that was in City. I'm retarded.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Freeze because that's in City.
no.
I forgot.
I didn't play the DLC. I forgot to, and I didn't see how to.
I did that one. It's pretty. It's all right. I like the Croc and Bane battles in this game.
Croc
They're
was
similar.
fun.
Croc's a good opener.
Yeah, it teaches you to dodge out of the way.
It's familiar enough to the Bane and Titan fights from the other games, but it's easier, and it's not quite the same.
Bane got pretty annoying because it was the same fight several times.
It's
and
true.
Just cheese.
I also just like Bane's design in this game. I like most of the aesthetics of this game. This game is the way I like my aesthetics. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but like, I swear to God, half the designs in the other games I don't like.
I got one more paragraph in my closing. When I first made my Steam account back in 2014, I think, Arkham Origins, Asylum, and City were my first purchases during a Steam sale.
Jeez.
I think I got them for $5 to $10 each, and I would easily suggest that price point today. This playthrough took about 15 to 20 hours before I uninstalled it because I wasn't going to chase everything down. It would probably take that again just to 100% it.
That makes sense.
That's my guess.
I can agree with that. I think that's about what it took for me to do it. So.
That wasn't too harsh, was it?
No.
Okay. Because I know you're such a defender of it.
It's mostly just to defend its honor. It's not because I think it's actually the best game. It's my second favorite, but a lot of that is just vibes, to be honest. It's just a good game. It just, I don't know.
It's a good Christmas time game. It's fun to fly around Gotham when it's snowing.
Despite the fact that City does have a more interesting story, kind of, and has more, it has better visuals most of the time. It has higher fidelity. I high-key think that City has just as much bullshittery as Origins does, and I think people gave Origins the same amount of shit for it, because everyone screams about how good City is. City's map is a U.
Yep.
Like, it does this shit ad infinitum to just pad the runtime. Like, I feel like Night had more, like, Riddler trophy nonsense, but, like, it felt like City was the hardest to finish. It was the most frustrating and, like, time sloggery. At least Night was retarded and fun most of the time, even though it was retarded. And it's like, tank battle! Like, I don't know. It's retarded, but, like, I had fun with it. Right. City was just grinding out so many fucking trophies. And Origins does the same thing, but it's a little smaller, and everyone's like, no, this is the problem. It's like, actually, I think everyone who thinks City is their favorite has brainworms, and you're stupid because the story is disconnected and has way too many villains going on that don't make any sense together. And then the only thing that people remember is the fact that it killed Joker, which was cool and great, but like that's what people remember it for when that's not the biggest part of the story. And it does this. It has the same gameplay issues. It just has a little bit higher fidelity. That's it.
All right, here's my biggest complaint against Origins. There were only 2 Batman suits.
That's your complaint?
I think one of them was a DLC maybe that unlocks at the end of the story.
I think so.
So
I like that suit. I like that suit a lot.
I mean, it's cool.
Colin hates that suit.
I
don't get it.
In Gotham Knight that they had 1,000 suits because I could jump in and have a goofy suit today and then be Batman Beyond tomorrow and whatever. It's just, I don't know.
I always flip-flop on whether I like the simplicity of having a couple of designs or like having a bunch.
Especially because it's a single-player game. Who gives a crap?
Right, it's just for me and my footage. Like that's why I think it's just gaming sensibilities having shifted between City and Night, because City had a good amount of skins from what I can remember as well. But
I think you're right.
Night was insane.
Yeah.
And I think it's because Night was 2015?
Huge.
2014 or 2015, and like that was the beginning of the paid cosmetic DLC craze, which we're still in. Like I think that was what I think it's more so it's been tainted by its legacy more than what it in and of itself was. Because there's a lot of stuff in Night that is really cool. His suit is great, but like, I don't know. There's a couple of suits in Asylum, but like, I don't know. I like, when it comes to Origins, I think I like it having one suit because it's a single Night setting, so it feels kind of weird to pop around in like different, it would be weird like that. But like Night isn't. Night's a lot bigger of a game. But like, Origins is like, you have 12 hours to not die, bitch. And I don't know. The brains. I don't know. It's a weird brain I have.
I was only kidding.
My complaint is actually that Alfred doesn't have a mustache. I hate that Alfred design. It's so bad. I like the voice, but like he looks like shit. He looks like a fucking potato.
He does. You're right.
I don't like it.